Hey, social media world. Well, it's time to return. So, if you didn't know, my name is Missy. I operate a business called Bella Designs. Bella does a lot of things. So, it's not just Bella Designs, but it's Bella Deliveries, it's Bella Girl. Bossy Bella is kind of the nickname I go about in my professional world. Don't ask. I actually have it tattooed, but my boss gave it to me, so we rock with it. But for all intents and purposes, when it comes to budgeting and actually running my Etsy shop that I will be launching soon, give me to 2025. Give me a little time to get myself consistent with the world, because it's going to take time. Consistency is something I'm working on, but consistency is something that is needed to really be able to function in the budgeting world. But what I came on here today to do is to remind anyone who needs to hear it. Budgeting ain't perfect. Cash stuffing ain't perfect. Like, my financial physical year started in October. Just so happened, I had surgery late September. My income was shot in September and October in our reality. Here we are in November. I'm getting my feedback up and running. I am job searching because I am looking for something a little different, because I am looking to move and relocate closer back to my family. But also 2025 is around the corner, which means it's actually time to set up the budget. It is time to come up with the 2025 game plan. So it's not one of those things where it's a month by month basis. Like, when you're setting up your 2025 goals, it's easy to say, I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna save that. But I wanna challenge you something. I wanna challenge you to make 3 or 4 big goals, and then take those 3 or 4 goals and break them down into small monthly goals, because this is what it's going to help you do. It is a known fact that small wins gratifies you, gives you more dopamine, makes you more excited, which allows for you to continue with meeting your goals. If you just simply say to yourself, I want to make $5,000 in cash to put in my savings account by the end of the year, what's the game plan? Because along the way, so much can happen. Tires, I'm not going to say a pandemic, because I can't live through another pandemic being shut in. But, who's not to say, hey, it's election day actually today. And everybody knows when elections go crazy, stock market goes crazy. Stock market goes crazy, it affects us. Or Lord forbid, the longshoremen go on strike again. Like, there are just so many different things that can actually cause chaos to your finances. So saying you're gonna save $5,000 in a month, I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you're pulling in 6 figures, you're not planning on eating out, you're not planning on having fun, and everything else you're used to doing, that's impossible. Now, if you can do $5,000 in a month, I say kudos to you. This shit can't, but I'm real with it though. So basically, I'm gonna work with you guys. I'm actually gonna let y'all see me do it. I am going to write out my 4 big goals, because I only have 4, or I have more, but I'm only setting 4 for 2025. That's all I can handle. I mean, I'm not trying to be Superwoman. I only can handle 4 of them. So I'm gonna write it out, and then over the next coming weeks, I am going to plot out what they look like over the next 12 months, because I'm giving myself easy steps to hit so I can celebrate my small wins. Because celebrating small wins means I will get to see the big wins in the end. So I'm gonna turn this down so we can write out the goals and you can see what we're working with. And then on the next video, what I'll actually do is write out what those goals look like for every month that I'm going through. As you know, I budget, so of course you guys are gonna come along with the budgeting world with me. I already have my November budget set. I'm not gonna worry about it because I'm trying to get back to the system of being consistent. I will actually show you guys who I use for my budgeting book. I will show you guys my savings challenges and all the different companies that I actually support. And I'll leave you links. Hey, you never know. Maybe, just maybe, you'll find something you like. But in the meantime, let's get these goals. So I'm hoping that you guys can actually see me writing this out. If not, I'll just take a picture so you guys can see it. So my first goal is to save $5,000 towards relocating back home. And back home for me is South Carolina. It's really funny. I was just there a couple weeks ago and the cost of living is outrageous. But I guess when I compare it to living here in Huntsville, Alabama, it's really not outrageous. It's kind of the same game plan or same cost wise. So I guess it's just I'm not used to cost of living in South Carolina being that much, but our city and our state has grown so much in the past 7 years. So that's the first one, save $5,000 towards relocating to South Carolina. The second one, I'm not gonna worry about the $1,000 emergency savings because I am almost done with that. And I honestly think I can get that done before 2024 ends. So the next goal that was on my list to do after my $1,000 emergency savings was to get 1 month ahead. And that's all my living expenses because I always want to make sure should anything happen, should I need it, I always have that month ahead fund in place. So that way, if I need to take off work for a month, whether it's to go take care of my son or go home and help out wherever needed with my family, I know I can do it with 1 month and not have a whole lot to worry about. And then my third goal is to pay off 1 year of Virginia state taxes. So currently I am paying a very hefty tax bill. There are a couple of years it is a significant amount. So at the end of the day, I just gotta be a responsible adult and figure out how to get this knocked out. What can I say? And then my fourth one is truly not about saving. My fourth one is in reference to my income. So looking to increase year-over-year income by 6%. So what that looks like is last year, the IRS told me I made like $95,000, but I know that last year I took some money out of my 401k that was counted against me. So I say technically last year I probably made, I'm just gonna say 80,000 for all intents and purposes, just because I don't know, like I feel like I made quite a bit, but I don't think I made that much. So we'll just take $15,000 off of it just for, honestly, just to keep me from thinking it's such a hard number to reach. But also just to kind of keep it realistic, because I know at least $15,000 of that was just money from Lord knows where. And then I did have a lot of debt that was forgiven. So I did pick up a lot of what they consider gifting funds. So I'm gonna give myself a $15,000 grace. So for a 6% increase, from last year. I am looking to increase an additional 48,000 or 4,800. And where this is going to come from, this is going to be Poplin, Instacart, and then I am going to be consistent with Bella Designs. So Bella Designs includes YouTube subscriptions or YouTube payment, Instagram payment, and then Etsy sales. So these are 3 ways I plan on increasing my income, and literally it's just the consistency that's going to be needed. So these are my 4 goals, and then what we will probably do on the next video is break this down to show how I plan on doing this. And I gotta shout my siblings out. If you're in South Carolina and you have property and you're looking to rent your property, I just so happen to have taken this pin on my last visit, but check out JHW Enterprise Property Managers. My sister and brother, James and Jessica McLeod, they are absolutely amazing at what they do. They are not just in South Carolina. I know that they're in Texas. They are in Alabama here with me. I believe they have properties in North Carolina, Georgia. He is definitely looking to expand. So, you know, shameless plug, love the siblings. Be sure to check them out. Thank you guys. I look forward to moving forward with this whole process and seeing what it looks like, seeing how it comes out. But once again, just remember, in everything that you do, consistency is the key. Being mindful of how you move and protecting your inner circle and energy, that's going to take you the furthest. But also keep this thought in process. Not everybody wants to see you win. Sometimes you just have to move very, very quietly. Peace out. Look forward to seeing you. Make it a great day. So I realized earlier when I was recording, you couldn't see the goals.